Good morning. This is White Raptor News Ministries. All praise and glory to the Supreme Spirit of Truth, the Living One. I just want to bring some real quick awareness to you this morning. When you sign in to Facebook, usually over here, this morning when I woke up, there was a couple of things that said here, they were in red and say somebody's hijacked your account or somebody's using your password. Or it just says something right here, and then it says contact us. Okay, whenever you have any of these things over here and they're in red, do not click on them. All right, I wish I've had it happen to me several times. I've clicked on it probably one time, like a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, and then it immediately said that your computer is being shut down. It shuts down your computer. And then I did it probably about, I don't know, maybe about a month and a half ago. I wasn't thinking and I clicked on the thing. It said, read your message here. Or it says somebody has sent you a message, and you click on it, and then it hijacks your computer. It locks down your computer. And then it makes you have to call a website. It gives you a number of a website to call, and the website that you call is a scam site. And this is what I want to bring awareness to you about, is these scam sites. You need to understand that Facebook allows these people to be on there because they get their percentage. You understand? This internet is a shit show. It is a complete scam. And my boss and I, we were having a conversation about this the other day, that when the internet first came out, that's what you have on these internet are scammers, people calling you up on the phone and scamming you, people trying to solicit sex. It's just so prevalent in your face, and it never ends. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Never click on anything over here in this section on your YouTube or on your Facebook accounts. If you do, it will shut down your account. Now, how did I handle it when they shut down my account? Well, I called them up and I told them, look, because I know they're the ones that hijack your computer, because they're trying to get money from you. They want to send you to the store and get you to purchase Steam cards, and then you got to scrape off the number and give them the number, and then they rip you off like that. And they literally rip off people. I mean, ignorant people that are not aware of this. This is why ignorance isn't bliss. They literally rip people off about this stuff, and they rip them off for hundreds and thousands of dollars, depending on the system that somebody's sitting on. And a lot of people don't know that. And Facebook is guilty of allowing these people on their sites. And I need you to understand that Facebook is a scam center that does nothing but sell their sex and their drugs. I'm telling you, when I try to friend somebody myself, they don't allow me to send that friend request. They say this person isn't on your contact list. We're not able to send this request. But they'll send me requests of buck-ass naked chicks all day long. I'll give you an example right here, right now. Yeah, ain't that funny how they don't want to show their notifications now? Let's try it again. Oh, ain't that cute? Isn't that so cute? This is, they don't want you to see that I'm speaking facts. It's that simple. So they can send friend requests to me all day long about their nasty, vile chicks that are half naked with their tits pumped out of their chest, or what are they called now? The BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts. I can't believe that women are actually packing their rear ends with cellulene bags and making their rumps bigger. It's a horrifying thing, folks. But yeah, this is proof right here that they're watching me. They watch everything I do in every way. Because this morning when I saw that, I was going to make that video and I was going to show you. And the minute it happened, they took that shit down immediately. So I just wanted to bring that awareness to you. Okay, we're going to be reading, before I go to work this morning, from Samuel chapter 30. David destroys the Amalekites. David and his men reached Ziklag on the third day. Now the Amalekites had raided the Negev and Ziklag. They had attacked Ziklag and burned it, and had taken captive the women and everyone else in it, both young and old. They killed none of them, but carried them off as they went on their way. When David and his men reached Ziklag, they found it destroyed by fire, and their wives and sons and daughters taken captive. So David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to weep. David's 2 wives had been captured, Ahinoam of Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel. David was greatly distressed because the men were talking of stoning him. Each one was bitter in spirit because of his son and daughters, their sons and daughters. But David found strength in the Lord his God, the Lord Yahweh, God Elohim. Then David said to Abiathar, the priest of the son of Ahimelech, "Bring me the ephod," because the ephod I've showed you is an ancient computer board of stones, because stones have power. Stones can be used for sorcery. And this is why you're not to delve into these types of things. Abiathar brought it to him, and David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I pursue this raiding party? Will I overtake them?" "Pursue them," he answered. "You will certainly overtake them and succeed in the rescue." David and 600 men with him came to the Beshar Valley, where some stayed behind. 200 of them were too exhausted to cross the valley, but David and the other 400 continued the pursuit. They found an Egyptian in a field and brought him to David. They gave him water to drink and food to eat, part of a cake of pressed fig and 2 cakes of raisins. He ate and was revived, for he had not eaten any food or drunk any water for 3 days and 3 nights. David asked him, "Who do you belong to? Where do you come from?" He said, "I am an Egyptian, the slave of the Amalekites. My master abandoned me when I became ill 3 days ago. We raided the Negev of the Kerethites, some territory belonging to Judah, and the Negev of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag." David asked him, "Can you lead me down to this raiding party?" He answered, "Swear to me before God that you will not kill me, or hand me over to my master, and I will take you down to them." He led David down, and there were scattered over the countryside, eating, drinking, and reveling because of the great amount of plunder they had taken from the land of the Philistines and from Judah. David fought them from dusk until the evening of that next day, and none of them got away, except 400 young men who rode off on camels and fled. David recovered everything the Amalekites had taken, including his 2 wives. Nothing was missing, young or old, boys or girls, plunder or anything else that they had taken. David brought everything back. He took all the flocks and herds, and his men drove them ahead of the other livestock, saying, "This is David's plunder." Then David came to the 200 men who had been too exhausted to follow him and who were left behind at Besar Valley. They came out to meet David and the men with him. As David and his men approached, he asked them how they were. But all the evil men and troublemakers among David's followers said, "Because they did not go out with us, we will not share with them the plunder we recovered. However, each man may take his wife and children and go." David replied, "No, my brothers, you must not do that with what the Lord has given us. He has protected us and delivered into our hands the raiding party that came against us. Who will listen to what you say? The share of the man who stayed with the supplies is to be the same as of him who went down to the battle. All will share alike. David made this a statute and ordinance for Israel from that day to this. When David reached Ziklag, he sent some of the plunder to the elders of Judah, who were his friends, saying, "Here is a gift for you from the plunder of the Lord's enemies." David sent it to those who were in Bethel, Ramoth, Negev, and Jatir, to those in Aroer, Siphmoth, Eshtemoa, and Rekal, to those in the towns of Jerahmeelites and the Kenites, to those in Hormah, Bor Ashan, Athak, and Hebron, and to those in all the other places where he and his men had roamed. I got to get to work this morning. That's why I'm just going to make this a reading. I'm not going to go too deep into anything. I hope everybody has a pleasant day. Keep in mind what I said about Facebook, these computers, these devices. The world is turning upside down right now. Evil is exposing its hand. They're all in it together. They told you that years ago when COVID came out, like birds of a feather, all in it together. All the nations, the Gentile nations, are all in it together. They are a hive, all right? They are gods used from the Supreme Creator, both good and evil. It's us. We are the other gods, all of us on this plane of existence, whether used for the glory of good or used for the glory of bad. It is all to the glory of the point of singularity, the Most High, the Supreme Creator, the all you can see, all you cannot see, the Almighty, the visible and invisible, the Supreme Spirit of Truth. Give praise to the One. This is White Raptor News Ministries.